This is the Star News Brief. I'm Tina Mumbuni. Deputy President William Ruto and ODM leader Raila Odinga faced with the headache of securing the support they enjoyed in their bastions in past polls. The two front-runners of the 2022 polls have lost considerable ground in areas that overwhelmingly voted for them, particularly during the 2013 general election. In the 2017, Uhuru Kenyatta won a second term in a rerun presidential election that was boycotted by Raila. The rerun was required after the Supreme Court nullified the results of August's election, citing irregularities and illegalities in the tallying of votes. Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 40 shillings through www.mgazzetti.com. Kenya's debt will be only 300 billion shillings shy of 9.1 trillion shillings limit by end of the ongoing financial year. The report by the Senate Committee on Finance on the status of Kenya's debt presented on the floor of the House shows the country's debt will be 8.7 trillion shillings by end of June next year. This will bring it to 337 billion shillings short of 9 trillion shillings debt ceiling and will result in the shortage of borrowing space to finance medium-term expenditure, the Senate Committee on Finance says in the report. The High Court on Friday declared unconstitutional Section 22 of the Elections Act that requires MCA aspirants to have a university degree. Section 22B of the Elections Act made it mandatory for aspirants for the position of MCA in the 2022 general election to possess a degree from a recognized university. Justice Anthony Mrima said for Parliament to have come up with an enactment in the nature of the impugned provision, there was a need for enhanced and collaborative public participation and stakeholders' engagement. MCAs enjoy hefty benefits and some earn beyond set limits to take home an average of nearly 400,000 shillings per month. Controller of Budget Margaret Nyakango revealed the earnings in her latest expenditure report released on Wednesday. While the pay is relatively low compared to previous years, some legislators have continued to ignore the ceiling on allowances, thus their pay mushrooms. According to the Budget Implementation Review report, Homa Bay and Kisii MCAs took home the highest benefits on average per month in 2020 to 2021. And Wiper Party's loss in the Nguma-Sumba ward by-election has laid bare the precarious ground its leader Kalonzo Musyoka is standing on ahead of next year's elections. The former vice president could be dealt a blow in his bid to use the Ukambani voting bloc to bargain for a seat at the table in the President Uhuru Kenyatta succession race. The party's candidate Mwaundu Mwaiwa emerged a distant third in the ward by-election, which is said to give a hint of what is lying in wait for the former vice president. Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 40 shillings through www.mgazzetti.com.